Are we really going to be degens? It's time. Crypto Degen to the max. We break down all those safe plays in the morning show, but we want to make sure that you know how to get in those different 100x meme coins, Degen into those super micro cap coins, get those early entries. And you know, I'm a little bit more of a safer player, so I had to bring in a little bit of a helping hand here. So we got Mr. Crypto Journey here from My Crypto Journey on YouTube and Crypto Journey RS and on Twitter. But Rodney, how you doing, my friend?
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Wait, so you're telling me small cap meme coins are not safe? What are we talking about here? Not safe? But it's good. Thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. The TA guy. We met in person a few months ago. You're an absolute awesome dude. And I'm happy to be on the show with you, man, and spread some of these meme coin degenerate plays with your community.
So, you know what? I appreciate you being here as well. And I think this is going to play well because there's going to be a lot of people out there that, one, they'll be shocked that I'm doing this. But here's the deal. Yeah. Every asset is tradable. It's all about risk management. And that's why I wanted to bring you on. We're going to be doing this every Monday, everybody, 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. You can watch whenever you want after that as well. But why don't we just, I'm going to let you kind of take the reins here. And,
absolutely, yeah.
You know, give a little bit of an overview. What the hell is a meme coin? What's a micro cap? And then give some basic tools, some maybe a couple websites, and then we can go into some picks and see what's going on in the market.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, guys. I got into cryptocurrency through the form of meme coins. And I've always been in the camp that meme coins are kind of like the thing that transcends cryptos and gets normies into cryptocurrency. If you went onto the street and you asked 100 people what Dogecoin was, a good percentage of them will probably know what Dogecoin is. But if you ask them what like Ethereum or Solana was, they'd probably be lost. So meme coins are transcendent, right? But one of the things I learned right away when I got into this space is that meme coins are the degenerate part of cryptocurrency. If, you know, cryptocurrency is the redheaded stepchild of finance, the redheaded stepchild of the redheaded stepchild is meme coins. So a lot of these meme coins are here for a good time and not a long time. And if you don't get caught up in the hype, the developers, the telegrams, the X's and stuff like that, and you just stick to your plan, we can accept them for what they are. A lot of them are just gambling. So, you know, obviously meme coins and small caps, I mean, small caps is kind of subjective, but meme coins are pretty much tokens created on a network, right? Solana, right? We have Ethereum, ERC20 tokens, right? They're tokens made on the coin. And of course, there's other coins like, other tokens like Uniswap token and many other tokens that are actually tokens, but we're talking about meme coins. Usually a funny picture or narrative or something like that. Most notably, the biggest ones in our space are Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin is obviously its own thing. It's its own coin, right? Shiba Inu is the second largest meme coin by market capitalization, and it is the biggest ERC20 meme coin. And really, when it comes to safe plays, Kelly, in this space, the only two really are Dogecoin and SHIB because they've been around for a long time and they stood the test of time. Everything else is kind of just speculation. So
let me stop you right there and ask you, you know, because I want to play devil's advocate back and forth.
Absolutely.
I'm going to ask you some questions that, like right there, you just said Doge and SHIB are the two safest in the space. Now, I can understand Doge coming that, you know, we have the X payments likely integration, but also it's been around. It's his legacy is almost basically more than every crypto out there other than Bitcoin. I mean, it's even longer than Ethereum, I believe. Yeah. But SHIB, why is SHIB a safe play? Wasn't that just a pump of mental, or have they done some developments over the last year plus?
Absolutely. So although Shiba Inu is a meme coin, and a lot of these meme coins start off as jokes and have zero use case, they've actually brought a lot of use case to Shiba Inu. Now, this thing launched back in 2020, right? Obviously, it hit its all-time high back in 2021 at a $40 billion market cap size. It's on the way up today. It's at $20 billion. As you can see, it's been around since 2020, so it's still here and thriving. If you go to the markets where you can purchase it, it's on pretty much every major centralized exchange. It's on Binance. It's on Coinbase. The big one is Coinbase because they don't list anything, right? We have OKX, KuCoin, you know, so it's here. It's on every major centralized exchange. And a lot of these centralized exchanges, especially Coinbase, they're not going to list a rug pull, right? Because it's going to make them look bad, even though they have before. Shiba Inu has a ton of use case. They have Shiba Swap, their own decentralized exchange. They have Shibarium, their own layer 2, like Matic. They have their NFT collection. They have a game. They have a little magazine. They have a restaurant. So they have a ton of use case, and they're still developing. So that's the difference, and that's why I say it's one of the safer plays.
I like that. So, okay. We got Doge. We understand what a meme coin is. We understand what a microcap is. Everybody wants to know right now. Okay. First off, before we pick, because you're going to give us some picks, some stuff that you're seeing might be popping off next, because it's all about figuring out the where to look for those things. But if I'm just getting started, maybe I've only been buying on Coinbase. What are 2 or 3 tools I absolutely am going to be using all the time, whether it's Deck Screener or like, what are you using to navigate this?
So here's the thing about meme coins. Bitcoin, Ethereum, other top crypto blue chips, you can call them. You can really, Kelly, set it and forget it. Dollar cost average, at least for Ethereum and Bitcoin. Obviously, we've had some crazy catastrophes in the space like FTX, Terra Luna, where, those seem like good plays, but they ended up being a rug pull. So kind of like a meme coin. Meme coins, especially new ones, you can't just do that. So over here on Dex Tools, dextools.io is a good website that I like to use. I just want to show you how crazy this space is. This is a part of this website called Live New Pairs, which shows you anytime there's a pairing with WETH. And every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes sometimes, a new meme coin is being created. The truth is 99% of these are just garbage. If we go over to Solana, this is the Ethereum network. If we go over to Solana, it's even crazier. I mean, look at some of these meme coins are being created 30 seconds apart, right? But if I go to home here, or I click my over here, when I find a meme coin that I like, since they need extra special attention, you can't set it and forget it for a lot of these guys. You have to be glued to your computer. If I find something I like, I type in the name and I star it. And you can see right here is a pretty much list of everything I'm looking for. So Dex Tools is the website you need in order to keep track of your meme coins. The thing about CoinMarketCap is that you have to pay for a listing on CoinMarketCap. Some of the more established meme coins will be listed there, but it'll take a while. If it's a brand new meme coin, fresh off the press, hot off the press, it's going to be, you're going to have to keep an eye on it over on Dex Tools. So Dex Tools is the website I use. Now, when it comes to making sure the contract is decent, right? A contract reader is important. Meme coins are complicated, okay? But one of the biggest things you want to look out for are buy and sell taxes, and to see if the contract is malicious, like a honeypot. Now, Kelly, I don't really use this website too much because I don't buy into any meme coins that are just created right away, because that's too dangerous. I know people want to get in early, but that's too dangerous. But all you have to do is take a contract address, copy that right there, use a website called tokensniffer.com. I had an AMA with the developer of this website. You paste the contract there. It pulls up the token, and you can get a quick overview of some of the particulars of a token to make sure that it's not malicious, and it gives it a score. Now, a score doesn't mean it's completely safe. A score just means the first initial, the day one things, or the most basic things are covered, which is the token is sellable. It's not a honeypot. And a honeypot is a token, which they're very common on in this space, where you buy it, you can't sell it. There's no buy and sell taxes. If you have a project that has 10% sell taxes and 10% buy taxes, you got to take that off your profit. Contract is renounced, which means the developer cannot make any changes to the contract, which means they could change the taxes or make it malicious. And it tells you, how many of the tokens each wallet is holding. Now, one common trick we see in the space is that people will make tokens and they'll hold most of the supply, which means they could dump on the community. A way I like to check on that is Token Sniffer, or just go to Dex Tools, click the little contractor here, takes you to Etherscan, and then you can check out all the holders, and it tells you who is holding what and how much of what, to make sure not one person can wreck the entire chart. So I definitely use Dex Tools for all that, Token Sniffer for the contract reader. But another thing is X. X is so important. You need to be on Twitter or X when it comes to all things meme coins. If you want to buy a meme coin, you follow them on X to see all the updates, to see how much they're engaging with the community, if they're on top of their game, what the community sentiment looks like, because that's important, and just to see the news. Like today, CNBC mentioned Byte on accident on their show. That's bullish, because meme coins are weird. People say stuff and people make a meme coin out of it. So this could be bullish for Byte. Okay, so next we want to see where to buy these things, right? Or how to buy them, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so obviously, if they're an ERC20 token, they're a token built on the Ethereum blockchain. Most tokens on Ethereum, 99.9%, are going to be available on Uniswap right away. Uniswap, that's it. You take the ETH you have in your wallet, you swap it for whatever token you have, it goes into your wallet. If it's a more established meme coin like a Pepe or a Bonk or a Floki or this one called MAGA or Bone or whatever, or Dogecoin, you just go to CoinMarketCap, click on the crypto, go to markets, and it'll tell you every centralized exchange you can buy it on and every decentralized exchange you could buy it on. So for the normies who have Binance or OKX who don't want to use a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, they can go ahead and buy it from there. But that's pretty much how you buy it. Pretty simple.
No, I love it. So this is just breaking back down, everybody. You know, I know there's going to be some people on here wondering why we're breaking down the basics, because we got to break those things down. Everybody can always go back to this. But the question is, okay, and by the way, anybody that's watching this or tuning in late, go back to the beginning of this video, rewatch it later. He just broke down a number of different tools that you're going to need to figure out where these coins are, how to investigate them a little bit. You should always do diligence. I don't care if Rodney or myself or Joshua Jake or Blockchain Boy or anybody that you follow out there, if somebody mentions it, that doesn't mean you did diligence because you think they did. Go and check out those things with the links that he just provided. So now the question is,
yes,
what's on your radar? What's on your radar you feel like it's going to pop next? Could be meme, could be a micro. We're talking about all the super high risk stuff. And again, before we dive into this, everybody, because these things may 20x or may 100x or may 1000x, that doesn't mean this is your lottery ticket to put your life savings in. You still want to look at some sort of capital protection in terms of how you're allocating your portfolio. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. So now let us know what's about to pop so we can get in those DJ picks.
I got you. And I just want to piggyback off of something you said. Guys, it's important to diversify your content in this space. The truth is, when a meme coin is popping and pumping, influencers like myself or people who do crypto promotions like myself will talk about something just because it gets us engagement, likes, and stuff like that. Some influencers will speak highly of something, even though it's clear that it's a rug pull or it's no longer doing well, just because it helps with engagement. They built a community on it, so they won't say anything bad. So make sure to diversify your content. I do promotions in a way where I just present the token for you. I don't tell you to buy it. I don't tell you to sell it. I don't tell you it's going to be the next best thing since sliced bread. I say, here's what it is. This is part of your research. So that's very, very important. Always spend extra 5 to 10 minutes doing research before you ape into something, because 9 times out of 10, it's bad. And you could have saved a lot of money by just spending an extra few minutes doing some research. Okay, so some of the plays
this evening. I said hallelujah this evening.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm saying. So in this space, right? One thing I've learned is that when I make an insane amount of profit from meme coins, because if you get into the meme coin space, especially now when the markets are green, you're going to hit something. I like to take some of my profits and put them into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or something like that, because that's what I like to do. I don't like to take the money I made on, you could say, quote unquote, gamble and gamble it again. That's just my perspective. Do what you want. Your big girls, gals, theys, thems, or whatever. Okay. So one of the most high conviction plays I have right now is Byte. Ticker symbol BYTE. First, it just got mentioned on CNBC, but one, it has a good narrative and a strong community and a lot of holders that are reputable in the space. Now, Justin Sun holds a lot of this token, which is crazy. Another influencer in the space called Whale Fud holds a lot of this too. So the biggest holders in this cryptocurrency project are two people that have good reputations in the space who are not going to dump their entire bag, which would dump the chart. That's big. Who are the holders in a project if they have a tag on their wallet address? So that's why I like Byte. Zero taxes in, zero taxes out. And it has a narrative. Narratives and community are the most important things in meme coins. Not use case, not some revolutionary product, because the truth is, Kelly, everything else is a swap, a centralized exchange, NFTs, or some form of whatever. We see it all in this space. It's all mixing, matching different use cases on a different blockchain, pretty much. The narrative is Grok. Grok's the AI service on X. You ask Grok, hey, if you had a dog, who would it be? It says Byte every single time. So that's why this meme coin is pumping. Silly, but it's at a $30 million market cap size. and I got in around a $3 million market cap size. So it may seem silly to you. Another one that I'm in, and this may make a lot of people cringe, is something called Operation Phoenix. SafeMoon 2.0. I know. SafeMoon, gross. Not a meme coin, but it's a team that wants to do what SafeMoon didn't. And so even though SafeMoon...
Let me ask you a question. I think I already know the answer to this because we spoke about it briefly earlier. But so I'm a TA guy. I can speak. TA guy.
Out the window.
I look at this. So I know. So I'm looking at this. First thing my analytical eye sees is that looks like it's starting to form a head and shoulders with these meme coins. That stuff just goes out the window, I'm guessing. Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing, Kelly. I do think that some TA can be good on more established meme coin projects, meme coins that have been around like Doge and Shib. That's it. That have followed the market, right? They peaked when Bitcoin peaked, and vice versa, dumped and whatever. It's just so reliant on hype and news and even a piece of FUD that could come out that literally you could throw all your TA out the window. Like any little dumb thing, like Elon Musk tweeting a picture of something that looks like a meme coin would absolutely send this. And if you're shorting it, you can get absolutely wrecked. Now you can do futures on, MEXC and other degenerate exchanges on a lot of these meme coins. Would I do it? No, but you can. So I do think that TA is kind of worthless for meme coins. It's more of a sentiment news kind of thing, even though that's important with, regular TA, but I do think that it's more important to pay attention to the community, the vibe, news, and then bullish catalysts, maybe something that happened on X or something in the news. So TA is good, but I think it's tough to do it on some of these tokens, So I like Operation Phoenix. It's like a SafeMoon 2.0. Another meme coin that I really like is something called, where is it at here? It's not a small cap, but it's Pepe. This thing was at a $400 million market cap 2 weeks ago. It's at $3.1 billion. It came into the space in April and really started a new trend for meme coins. I think Pepe is going to be a big one. Bonk is pretty much the Pepe on Solana, you could say, the biggest Solana meme token right now, $2.5 billion market cap size. I do like that. There's some more small cap senders. Called Zeno. It's $800,000 right now. Alien themed meme coin. It's another AI one that seems freaky, but it's absolutely sending. So you can see these charts are going crazy.
So one of the things I've noticed, and I'm sure you've seen this, and I wouldn't necessarily call this TA, but looking at the historical cycles, we've seen a sort of regularity to the capital rotation within the market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, big caps, mid caps, and then memes have in the past, these very small cap coins have sort of shown potential ends of sort of bullish trend in the crypto market for a potential pullback afterwards. Do you feel like, because I feel like my answer would be maybe this time is different. And I know we've said that every cycle, but I feel like with all this bullishness and all this data and all this capital flow, I think this time may be different. Are you feeling the same way? Do you feel like we're going to get a couple multi-leg sort of meme pumps throughout rather than it just being a cap on a trend?
Absolutely. So that's interesting that you mentioned that, because literally in the smack dab of, I wouldn't say a bear market, but right before the Bitcoin ETFs were getting announced, or the rumor started hyping up, Bonk, when everything was down, hit a $1 billion market cap. No reason. It just did. Solana was down. Bonk said, I don't care. It just did these crazy things. So it didn't matter. But if you look at Dogecoin, compared to the Bitcoin chart, it's similar, not the same, but we see the peak over here in 2021, the first peak we had. Then it peaked again over here near November, when Bitcoin peaked the second time. Did nothing with Bitcoin, and now is mooning back. So not the same, but a lot of these meme coins that are older than 2021, the peak of 2021, are moving with Bitcoin. You know what, Kelly? It's so strange, because Pepe is a prime example. Back in April, what was Bitcoin doing in April? Before anyone started talking about the ETFs, it recovered to, high 20,000s, low 30,000s. It didn't do anything. But Pepe, out of nowhere, hit a $1.6 billion market cap, gets listed on Binance, and a ton of meme coins at the time were doing the same, hundreds of millions of dollars of market cap size. So it didn't matter. So the thing about meme coins is that even when the market's down, you're going to get some senders that do some insane numbers.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're seeing obviously a lot of shakeups in a bullish way, in a positive way over the last, let's be honest. Everybody's still trying to, not everybody. There's a lot of people out there still trying to debate whether or not we're in I have to curse. I apologize, everybody. In a fucking bull run or not. We're in a fucking bull run since January of last year. It wasn't confirmed until about March when we had that pullback, bounced on the previous range high and kept going. And I cannot believe there's still people debating whether or not we're in a bull run. I was like, we're the highest we've ever been pre-halving for Bitcoin. And there's so many different altcoins that are performing well. And it's so funny now that the market cap, there's so many more coins out there, but there's also tens of millions, if not nearly 100 million more people involved in crypto now than were in the previous cycle. So this is only going to get bigger. This is only going to get, I am so excited by all this. And for anybody that's watching right now, if you have not yet done it, hit that like button, subscribe and join us. We typically do in the morning, more broad crypto not conservative, but because this is an aggressive market. We are talking about those larger cap coins, but in these afternoon shows with Rodney, we're going to be talking about these meme coins, about these Degen plays, about these micro caps. So show us what's on your radar, my friend. Give us that gold.
Absolutely. And I think the reason why people are saying we're not in a bull run is they're looking at the overall market cap size of crypto. It's at 2.5 trillion. We're about 500 billion away. But guys, altcoins and meme coins and everything else, they lag. They're going to get there. Can you imagine where they're going to be at when this entire, because 3 trillion was the top last time. What, 10 trillion, 8 to 10 trillion, something like that for this next run. And you ain't seen nothing yet, in my opinion. We may have a pullback, right? But in my opinion, you have not seen anything yet. Meme coins and altcoins lagging behind. And let me tell you something, Kelly, some of the more established altcoins, Avalanche, whatever, you have up there, Polkadot, whatever, they're going to catch up and do some insane numbers. So my biggest plays are I like Byte, I like Operation Phoenix, I like Pepe. Obviously, Pepe a little bit of a higher cap. I like another one called Myro. Now, Myro was this hit about a $230 million market cap size. Pulled back quite a bit, dumped. There was some piece of FUD, some bad news about the team that dumped this token. Traded sideways and is now recovering with the market. It's one of the bigger meme coins on Solana. It is outside of the top meme coins, just slightly. Myro down here, so maybe like number 12 or 13. I do like Myro. And the last one I'm going to pick is something called Pork, which was a Pepe fork. So if you guys don't know who Pauly is, Pauly's pretty big in this space. PolyXO, do you know who he is? Yeah, PolyXO, big degenerate in the space, created Pawn Coin, big Pepe kind of advocate back in the day. Hates the Pepe team, but he created his own meme coin called Pork, which is called Pepe Fork, a fork of Pepe. Man, this thing.
Is that what Pork is? I was wondering where.
Pepe Fork.
I was wondering where Pork came from. That makes sense. Pepe Fork. Yeah.
It's a silly meme coin, but it did some insane numbers. Its goal was to flip Pepe. Now, it did flip Pepe when Pepe was at a $380 million market cap. It hit about that, flipped it for like a second. Obviously, Pepe's doing its own thing now, but Pork is still one of those things that's going to absolutely send, in my opinion. So those are my top 4 picks, I'd say. And that's because the contract is good. It's safe, right? They have a strong community with people that are doxxed in this space just in case anything happens or someone to answer to. And I got into these plays not super early. I'm not into getting into these plays under $100,000 market cap, under even $1 million. And I know that's high for some people, especially in the meme coin space, but let me tell you something. More often than not, when I get into something right when it launches and I have no clue what it is, sometimes it works out. Most of the times you're going to get scammed. For example, there was a story on Pepe. Someone bought $27 of Pepe when it first launched because they were just being a degenerate, ended up with $2 million. That happens, but it's the exception and not the rule. So those are my top plays, but they're my top plays because I did the due diligence. I'm glued to the space, and I know that they're relatively safe in an unsafe space.
So with that being said, okay, I saw a couple questions in the comments here. One is, is there a particular sort of strategy you have for wallets with this? Do you have separate wallets set aside for your meme coin plays? Because I know a lot of people are a little skeptical about connecting wallets or, contracts and all this sort of stuff. That's one. And then the second question to follow that up, Because I'll tell you right now, I degened my first degen ever into a super degen play a few days ago, and it was the Trump Pepe coin, just because it was so astronomically degen to me, because it's Trump and Pepe, two coins I would never be in. I was like, you know what? I'll throw 3 Solana into Trepe and I'm not even gonna care. I'll just see what happens with it. But I noticed I did hear that there is some different types of behavior, whether you're on an ERC20 versus Solana because, for instance, with ETH, sometimes people will hold onto the coins longer than they would have because they're trying to time gas fees, and then they just don't end up selling. Whereas Solana, they can get in and get out, and the gas fees are never an issue. So what's your thoughts when you're going between different ecosystems for this, and how do you manage the wallets for these meme projects?
Yeah, so one of the big knocks on Ethereum is because when people thought the merge happened, ETH 2.0, that gas fees would just be eliminated and stuff. Like, let me tell you, that's not going to be a thing. Even when ETH 2.0 is at its, perfect form, it's just not going to be a thing. It's going to cost money to trade on Ethereum. And the truth is, a lot of people buying meme coins are only using a couple $100. But if, like this morning, I got quoted $120 for a swap for ERC20 tokens. On Solana, you're going to get quoted a fractions of a penny, maybe a few cents sometimes. So you can trade much more often. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to buy an ERC20 token, understand that, have a plan before you go in. You're going to pay some money for fees and gas, because you could wait till there's a time where gas is cheaper, but then maybe you missed the boat already. So if you're going to be on Ethereum, just expect to pay a little more. Solana, it's a little more free. Now, that is true. Some people they call it JEET or sell, which I never shame anybody for selling. It's your money. Do whatever the hell you want. And if anybody tells you otherwise, don't listen to them, right? Because you can just sell whenever. There's a lot of bot activity on Solana because it doesn't cost anyone to trade anything. So you can sell easier on Solana, and that is kind of a culture. I don't see it being too much of a big deal. So I would say if you're going to use ETH, prepare to spend some money on gas fees. So take that into account when you're calculating, how much you're going to spend. And easy website. I'm sure you know this website. It's Gwei Tracker. Right here,
before you go on there, I just want to ask you a thought.
Yep.
Be prepared to spend some money if it's on ETH, but do you think that higher cost of entry also in and of itself lends to having more credible tokens that launch on it, or is that just a fallacy?
I think it's a fallacy. You could say that, but I do think it's a fallacy. I've seen obviously Solana's getting more action, so there's more scams. I mean, to be honest, 99% of everything's a scam. It's just like, did you make money with the scam, sometimes, or a quick pump it up. That's just the way it is. I mean, if we're keeping it a buck. But that can be, but I don't see it as a big of a deal, in my opinion. But yeah, so Gwei Tracker, it tells you how much you're going to be spending for a swap, NFT sale, bridging, borrowing, sending, all that good stuff. So
that's great. I'm going to put that in the comments. It's gweitracker.com.
Yeah. So etherscan.io /gas tracker. And you have a little heat map. It tells you exactly when is the worst. But if you look at the board, guys, it's pretty much the same,
Yeah.
So it's,
okay, let's see.
And then the wallet situation. Yeah, so I like to keep, obviously you can't buy, a lot of these meme coins on centralized exchanges. So you got to use a MetaMask or Phantom Wallet. I love Phantom Wallet for Solana and Matic. MetaMask is good for everything, but I do have separate wallets for separate meme coins. And here's the thing about getting scammed in crypto. Guys, so many big X accounts get hacked and they post scam links. Happened to BitBoy, happened to Vitalik, happened to Steve Aoki, happened to my friend Jay Degen. It happens. If it's too good to be true, do not connect you don't just go connect your wallet to anything, okay? It's a lesson for life. They'll be sticking your wallet anywhere it says you could stick it. If you get an email saying, hey, you've been qualified for $1,000 or 1,000 ETH airdrop, connect your wallet. Don't do it. If Vitalik himself, if Jesus Christ made an X account and says, my children, to connect your wallet to this protocol, I'm going to give you 20 Bitcoin. If it's too good to be true, don't do it. They're scams, right? So that's
so everybody out there, so you can send your wallet address to anybody. You can post it on your Twitter page. There's a difference between sending your wallet address and connecting your wallet. I even know somebody in the last week that thought that they were basically connecting their wallet to participate in airdrop in the official Discord of that project, and they ended up having $8,000 taken out of their wallet. And the second they did it, they're like, I didn't even do diligence on the Discord to make sure it was. And I had $30,000 stolen from my Coinbase last year. And luckily I have Coinbase One. Coinbase put it all back, but there's a couple different tuitions that you can pay in this space. One is taking a stupid leverage trade that you didn't practice good risk management on, which I did. I lost about $70,000, and it was the first $70,000 I ever had in my life. Yep. And I traded up to it with spot trading, and my I'm so goddamn good. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm going to be rich next week. I'm doing 20, 30x leverage. I was broke the next day because I was an idiot. The same thing happens with wallets. There's so many scams out there that says, send me one. I just saw like 5 more today. Send me one, I'll send you 3. Charles Hoskinson is not sending you shit. Steve Jobs is not sending you. MicroStrategy is not sending. No, it's too good.
You are not lucky.
Yeah,
you're not the chosen one.
Okay.
And another thing, Kelly, you can send your ETH address is public. A common thing you see is if you go to say for example, this is Byte, and you go to a big wallet in Byte. This guy holds $1 million in Byte, and you look at his wallet. It's public. Anyone can send this person anything, right? So anyone can send you anything to your wallet, guys. If you did not buy that token, do not trade it. Some wallets will populate it so you see it. Some wallets don't even populate it. But if you trade it, it will clear your entire wallet out. They're just called dusting scams. So if you don't authorize a transaction in your wallet, it's okay if it's there. It's going to be there forever. Don't touch it. Even if the value is like 50K, do not swap it. It's going to clear all of your crypto out. So if it's too good to be true in this,
I saw one in the Joshua Jake Telegram group yesterday. Somebody was so excited because they found 10,000 liquid tether or something in their wallet. Everybody's like, do not open that. That is
touch it. Yeah.
That's a grenade. All right,
first of all, shout out to Joshua Jake. That man is a killer, by the way. That Telegram is,
dude. Yeah, Josh is the man. Now, in that Telegram group, I keep seeing a bunch of people posting about Brett on base. Have you been tracking that one at all?
No. Is that a what's the ticker?
It's Brett, BRETT.
Got it right here, Brett. Yeah. So we can check it out. I'll do a quick analysis for you guys right now if you want. What I look for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a $75 million market cap, which is fantastic. But on the other hand, on the offhand, I don't know where this is listed. We could see on Coin Market Cap. We do only have $1 million worth of liquidity. Now, liquidity to market cap ratio, decent. A decent size buy is going to pump this. I like 10% is good. Meme coins sometimes 5% is good, but you don't want liquidity to market cap ratio this low. For example, just because it's a $75 million market cap doesn't mean there's $75 million of available funds to be taken out. It's only $1 million, which makes it so you can't make large sells. If you do, there's going to be a huge price impact, and any small buy is going to pump this. No taxes. I do like that. Base is another network, obviously Coinbase Base. It's trending number 1 on the base. I mean, it looks pretty decent. I would just say if you're taking profits, make sure you take them accordingly. Now, what I also like to do is see if it's on Coin Market Cap already. Because if it is, that's good. And it looks like it is. So it's on Coin Market Cap. Is this the one? I don't think this is not it. No, this is a different Brett. So this is a different Brett. So let me see. This thing about these meme coin space. And keep in mind, guys, there's going to be multiples of popular meme coins. If one's popping, there's going to be another one. So it's not on Coin Market Cap. It's fairly new. I could see that it was launched. When was this launched? The 24th of February. So they're still probably applying for the listing. Now, this is a meme coin. It's here for a good time, not a long time. For the love of God, take your profits. Kelly, if I got into this, first of all, before I get into any meme coin, I have a plan. And I stick to the plan. No emotions, right? Same thing with trading. I say, my plan is a 5X or a 10X. I start taking profits all the way up, okay? And I don't hold, regardless of, maybe there's some crazy news, but I don't hold because I feel emotional one day. I stick to my plan. And you'll notice that 9 times out of 10, you stick to your plan, you're going to make the most money. So I like it.
You know what? On that note, I want everybody here right now watching live. And if you're watching later, drop the comment down below. If you're watching live, drop the comment in the live chat right now. If you think back to the last 1 or 2, because nobody's only lost money once in this market.
Oh yeah.
We do it regularly, whether it's a bad trade. Think back to that. Did you follow every rule of your strategy, or did you forget? I mean, think about it. And we tend to forget that. We think, oh, we're so unlucky. Poor little. Fuck that nonsense. There's no poor little me. We are responsible for every move we make. And you'll look back, and every time you made a mistake or took a loss, you can identify, if you really start looking at it, what your issue was. Sometimes you're hungry. Sometimes you're emotional. Sometimes you thought it was going to go just a little bit more and you end up with nothing. So just continue on. I just wanted to point that out. Let us know in the chat if you can think back and know what errors you made.
Absolutely. And something else I want to talk about, Kelly, because I think a lot of people think like me and you, like we don't lose in the, maybe you, right? Maybe because you probably talk about it more with your audience, and I do too. But if they see our tweets about like something that is going well, guys, no one talks about their losses in the space. Everyone is so quick to talk about their wins. Let me tell you something. I know Kelly, this applies to Kelly and to a lot of people. We lose a lot, sometimes way more than we win, but we don't talk about those wins. So just because you're down and you're losing, don't think that we're like some gurus that know everything there is to know in this space. That's not true. But have a plan and stick to your plan. Right now, if I'm being honest with this, even though it's a meme coin run, $75 million is too high for me to get into something like this. I mean, I would wait for a massive red candle on the day chart. I do think that these meme coins like to touch 100 million and then pull back significantly and go up again. So this would be too much for me to get in right now. But who knows? Maybe it runs to $1 billion market cap size. You know what I mean? But I like it. It looks good. It's sending. Liquidity is a little low, but it doesn't matter if you're slowly taking profits. Just keep in mind you're not going to be able to sell your big bag all at once. And then go down here and pay attention to the buy and sells. Check out what's going on. Check out right here. Check out the volume. Remember, in day trading, Kelly, what's king? Number one, volume, right? Volume. Yeah, $1 million in volume. Mostly buys, little sells. See what the big, the shrimp, the dolphins, the fish, the whales are doing down here, and pay attention to that. But I like it. It looks good. I wouldn't get in right now. I'd wait for a pullback, but it could.
All right, I got two more for you. I'm harvesting data. I'm harvesting data from the Joshua Jake chat, watching what everybody's talking about. King. I guess it's a new meme coin called King. It's on Solana, I believe.
King Solana. So I type it in here. So there's one that was made 7 months ago. So do you have the last four of the contract? Do you know what the contract is? I have no idea.
No.
Okay, then I wouldn't. There's one for Solana here, but it was 7 months ago. So
let's see. That's Corgi. They want to do Corgi too.
Oh, I know Corgi. I did a promotion for them for Filecoin. Yeah, I know Corgi.
Do Corgi then.
Okay, so
so break it down. I'm a newbie. Okay, somebody told you about Corgi. What's your process to look into it? Go back to that beginning where you did all the stuff like you did at the beginning.
Yes.
What's your process of looking into it? Just do the whole thing and then we'll do the TA.
Well, real quick, Corgi is not an ERC20 token. It's not a BNB token. It's not none of those. It's made on Filecoin, which no one trades Filecoin meme coins. That already makes it unique. Filecoin is its own network. So know that. It's not Ethereum. It's not BNB. It's not Solana. It's Filecoin. It's the same thing. It's the native coin, and the token is created on it. So that's what Corgi is. Corgi, C-O-R-G-I. Now, Corgi actually isn't tracked on DEX tools. It's actually tracked on something called DEX Screener, which is the same. It's similar.
So is this different than the Corgi Sol pair?
There's a Sol one? Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's a Corgi Sol pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. Corgi Sol. So did it just launch an hour ago?
It might. Yeah, because I'm seeing Corgi on Radium real time. Yeah.
So here's the thing. You need to know what the pair is and when it was made. That's why I like to get the ticker symbol, which is Corgi, C-O-R-G-I, plus the last four of the contract, so I know which Corgi I'm looking for, because you're going to get a lot of different Corgis. Like there's one on BNB, there's one on Kronos, there's one on Ethereum. So
I just posted in the. Are you on the YouTube stream at all?
Send me on Twitter real quick. Send me on Twitter and I'll pull it.
All right.
I think it's this one that just launched.
I believe it is because they're talking about it right now. I just sent you the DEX Screener Solana Corgi Sol deal.
Let me see. So you can use DEX Screener. I don't like DEX Screener because I think it's kind of ugly looking. Let me see the last contract right here. Boom. I'll take that contract. I'll paste it in here. It's probably this one. And then we'll look at the particular. Yeah, it is this one. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the Corgi. I made sure it's the right Corgi. Now, obviously, we got to take off the day chart. We'll do, because it's only been out for a little bit. We'll do the hour chart. Jesus, it just launched. Okay, so this is brand new. This is straight degeneracy, but I like it. So
what's your process here? Somebody told you about it. You want to look into it. What are you going to look through, and then how do you determine?
First, I look at liquidity to market cap ratio. 300K market cap, 300K liquidity. These numbers are different. It's brand new. It could fluctuate. That's great. That's obviously 100%, right? So that's good. I don't know the buy taxes and sell taxes yet because it takes time to populate. Now, one thing that's common a project will do is they'll keep the sell taxes high in the beginning so people don't dump out of the chart, especially if they have a pre-sale. For this, if they have a strong community and a strong presence on Twitter, which I don't know because their Twitter is not linked to it. So if you're a brand new project, they just launched, so I'll cut them a break. They launched an hour ago. I'll give them a break. But you want to have your X and your website linked to Dex tools so I can click it. Maybe they have it on here. Let me see. Where do they have it here? Oh, Twitter. Okay, so they have the link on Dex Screener. So that's great. So they have their account linked to Dex Screener. They have 27K followers. To be honest, with the fact that they've only been out for an hour, I'd say a lot of these followers are botted, which could be a red flag, but doesn't really matter. They like to do it for clout. Lots of engagement here. So they have a lot of engagement on their posts, which is really good. And so far, if we're looking at degeneracy right now, I like it. So they had a pre-sale, so keep that in mind. So pre-sale is 60% sold out, which means if they have a pre-sale, a lot of the pre-sale people will probably dump and take profits. So, and something like this, that's launching like this, I'd wait for the first red candle. I put on the 5-minute chart. I wait for the first big fat red candle because they're going to have people in the pre-sale going to sell out and take profits. I guarantee you this is not going to go straight up. You're going to see a fat red candle, and that'll be the time to buy in. If you're in the pre-sale, set it and forget it. Take your profits. But I would wait for the first red candle. Now, just looking at this, it looks good. It looks like a good meme coin. There's not much you can expect out of meme coins. Looks good to me. Good engagement, good Twitter following. We'll check the website, see what they're actually about. They have any use case. Looks like my antivirus said no, so I will not go there. But it's probably okay. But my antivirus is just, weird on websites. So on some websites.
All right,
so
I got one more. I got one more for you. I just put the contract address in the Twitter. Okay. It's something about Power Rangers, Crypto Rangers.
Okay, that's an ERC20 token. I can tell by the contract address. I'll plug it into Dex tools. This is Crypto Rangers. Okay, so this launched probably a little while ago. Let me go day chart. So this launched July 2023, so it's an OG. Now, one green flag I like is that it's been around for a while. It launched obviously in June, back when the Pepe run was near the Pepe run. Big pump, big dump, traded, actually went down, and it's starting to recover right now. Market cap to liquidity ratio is great. No taxes, 0 in, 0 out. I'm going to take the contract address. I'm going to plug it into to Token Sniffer because I want to see what else is going on. Give us some time to populate.
I would argue that you probably just did in that 38 seconds. You did more diligence on this project than 99% of people do. And people forget that. They just see somebody posted a coin, somebody else made money, and they just hop in. You don't know if they're scamming you about that. You don't know. Nope. Go through Token Sniffer, go through Dex tools, take the time. You will prevent yourself from stepping in a hole. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. It looks like this has it has a B score, 80 out of 100. Everything is good except for the fact that it looks like one wallet is holding more than 5% of the circulating supply. Now let's go wallet check. Which wallet is it? We'll go to their Etherscan. We'll go to their holders, and we see that we have MEXC, which is a centralized exchange. That's okay, is holding 6%. So that's fine. So it looks like MEXC is holding a lot of the supply, which is fine. That's a centralized exchange. The centralized exchanges buy a lot of the supply up. That's fine. We'll let that slide. That's why you check. So it could be 100 out of 100 score. Okay. Next thing I'm going to check is its social media. How's this X doing? Okay. 12.1K followers. Looks like they posted 7 hours ago, and looks like they've been pretty well. Before that, they posted on January 14th. I like to see some more activity. So it seems to me that for some reason they've stopped tweeting. August 30th was before that. So not as active. I'd like to see them be more active. So that's a red flag for me. Not dead, but red flag. Coin market cap. All right, let's check them out here. Let's see where they're at. Where can I buy them? They're listed on MEXC, which checks out because we saw MEXC has some of their supply, but it looks like they're only you only purchase them on Uniswap and MEXC. Let's check their website, see what their actual use case is, and it looks like it's some sort of Power Rangers, so NFT thing. Cool, whatever. Don't care about devs or none of that stuff. Roadmap, don't really care. It's a meme coin. Okay, so looking at this right now, it's iffy. So I would say the reason why this is pumping is because maybe an old wallet, probably a top holder, maybe a dev, is pumping money into this. Why? Because right now is a crypto bull run, a meme coin bull run. The hype is in, and they want to create a little bit of FOMO. They want to get trending. It's up 177% in the last 24 hours. So I would say this is manipulation. I don't know, but I think it's manipulation. And telling by their X account, it's kind of dead. I'd probably stay away from this one, but do what you want to do. But I would stay away from this one.
I love it. Now, I just want to reemphasize to everybody, when you see a channel like, for instance, what we're doing right now, because we bring something up on screen doesn't mean that we're suggesting you buy it. We're going through 100%. The process of what we're doing when we're looking through these different coins, what type of metrics we're looking at. And also just, especially with these, like you said, you get in and you get out. These are not things that you put your life savings in. Now, what you got?
Remember that catalyst I told you that the Byte was mentioned on CNBC? It just moved up $5 million of market cap size on the last however long we've been doing this show because someone mentioned on CNBC. So 29 million to 34 million.
So is that the type of thing? Because you heard you caught that, right? You caught that mention, even if it was an error even if it was an error in speech. But do you, as a meme coin trader, do you sit there and then look at the chart and then when you get that pump, try to get out somewhere in that wick? Or are you hoping to ride some momentum?
So with Byte, this is my long-term conviction play because I believe in the project. But with that sort of information, absolutely. And here's the thing. One thing I also want to mention, here's the thing, Kelly, if I would have bought that Rangers thing we were just looking at, right? And say I held all the way down to the ground and it just went dead on me. Maybe I bought over here, and it dumped on me. Keep it on your watch list because you never know when things are going to pump. Last example here, I want to show you why you should keep things on your playlist. I mean, on your watch list. There's a token called Trump that went insane recently. This thing launched back over in, if this wants to load here, well, right here in May. It had an insane run, parabolic run. It's called Troll.
Oh, okay.
This came out in April. It had an insane run. Did absolutely nothing for months. And out of nowhere, in January this year, pumped, died, pumped again. Keep it on your watch list because sometimes these things absolutely send, and then you could take profits if you're down bad. So
I love it. Now I know we're coming up on about 45, 50 minutes and we're trying to keep this around that time. Everybody, just so you know, we're going to be doing this every Monday and I do a separate show. I do a separate show every morning at 11:45 a.m. Eastern time, where I'm breaking down Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of the top coins in the top 100. We break things down, strategy, some context, on-chain charts. So make sure you tune into that. Before we do go though, we've been talking a lot about meme coins. Do you have one or two picks that you have on your radar that are not meme coins that you feel like are still incredibly early little gem picks, whether it's ORNJ, whether it's, any of those super micro cap altcoins that you feel like this sucker's about to send?
Yes, absolutely. Sync, SYNC or Syncus DAO. It's similar to Time, Wonderland. It's similar to Jade Protocol or Olympus DAO. If you guys are familiar with that, same kind of concept. You buy it, you stake it, you forget it. You're getting insane APY. These things work till they don't. This is a absolute gem right here. Syncus right here. It's an Ethereum token. Syncus. You stake it, you buy it, you stake it, you leave it, and you take some money out when it starts to run even more. I got it around $3 million. It's at 25 million. So Syncus is the one in my opinion. And ones that are not meme coins, I guess I'll mention Operation Phoenix because it's not a meme coin. SafeMoon 2.0. I'd say that. If it's other big blue chips, I have a ton, but I like those.
Yeah, I love it. I had one that was put on my radar yesterday, and I'm still, so everybody, I'm not recommending this yet. I'm just letting you know it's on my radar. I'm looking into it. I'm curious your thoughts. Have you heard of Purify?
No, can I check it out real quick?
Yeah, Purify. It's like number 1,000 something on the coin market cap. It's got a market cap of only 8 million. Total supply. Yeah, it's a it's UFI. It's just UFI. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of the guy that started it is on the board of the World Economic Forum, which I'm not a big fan of that and all that kind of stuff.
Who cares? Makes money.
But we see how big the market cap of Algorand is, in the multi-billions. And this token is kind of just one of those sleeping giants. And it seems to be I wouldn't mind making money off them doing stuff that I hate. In this case, what they're aiming to do is be that sort of regulatory layer between Web3 crypto and governments, which I think could be incredibly profitable, especially if governments scale up AML and KYC regulation and this sort of stuff. And so, it's got a super small market cap, so it's maybe worth putting in a couple $100 of a $10,000 portfolio, so I'm going to be looking into this one. And another one that's on Coinbase that I honestly think is going to absolutely rip. There's two actually. One is Aerodrome. I don't know if you've looked at that one at all. It's a DEX based on base, and it has 2 times the TVL of every DEX out there combined.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's got like a 40 or $80 million market cap. Last week it had a $30 million market cap. So Coinbase Ventures just put in like $100 million market bought on that. And another one is Ondo, which is a real world asset tokenization that's on Coinbase as well. And that has a bunch of money from Coinbase Ventures in it and a partnership with BlackRock. So I was like, let me throw some money in that. So those are sort of my picks.
Yeah, nice. Man. I love them, man. You have to send me those ticker symbols, man. I might ape in some, man. And hey, guys, tis the season. It's time. We've waited so long for this. It's our time now, baby. Let's go.
Tis the season to be bullish.
Yes.
Hey, Rodney, thank you for being here. Everybody, make sure you go and give him a follow. It is right here. I'm going to show you on my screen right here at My Crypto Journey is his YouTube page. He puts out a lot of content, talking about a lot of things all the stuff we talked about today. Crypto, meme coins, Degen plays, strategy. He's got a great channel. Make sure you check him out. And again, Rodney, thank you for being here. Everybody else that's here, we're going to be doing this every Monday on this channel. And also tune in to me every day, Monday through Friday, 11:45 a.m. With that, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell because it's about to get bullish. Let's ride or die, baby. I'll see you later, everybody. And adios, muchachos.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Adios.